Here, yes, there we go. All right, now you guys can hear me. What's up, Alex? How you doing? Sean, what's going on, man? Drew, Cody, what's up? Sold 6 cards. Hey, you can't beat that, man. Can't beat that. We should have sound now. We should be good to go. Sorry, I get my computer restarted, and I just remembered that it did, so I had to reset it. Give everybody another minute. We'll get the rundown and we'll start going. So they changed up museum collection this year. I'm sure many of you know. I'm kind of late on it. This released almost 2 weeks ago. So I got it late. The guy that I bought from, I ordered it from a hobby shop. It didn't get to him in time, so appreciate you guys on the fill. Let's go ahead and do our rundown. Nothing much, man. We had a little bit of family over for dessert tonight. Elle's birthday is tomorrow. So we got a busy day tomorrow, so wanted to go ahead and have cake with family tonight. And for those that are we're in Series 1, I did not realize until a couple days ago that Monday is a holiday. So I can't ship Series 1 tomorrow. I have 2 cases, 2 of the first 3 ready to go. I will have the 3rd one done tonight. So my plan is to rip Museum, we got to rip Series 1 tonight. And I'm going to try my best to get the 3rd case done tonight. And then I'm going to try to start the 4th case tomorrow and get that and try to ship all 4 plus Pristine plus Museum on Tuesday. That's my goal. Break like Pristine and Museum. If I can toss them in with your Series 1 or something, that'll help me on some shipping costs. Oh, awesome. Happy birthday to her, man. Yeah, tomorrow's Ella. She's turning 9, and my uncle. I'm not sure how old my uncle is, but Ella will be 9 tomorrow. So, what's up, Mike? All right, here's our rundown. We got Cody with Arizona, Drew Burke, Atlanta, Alex Seidnitzer, Baltimore. Alex, am I saying your name right? Seidnitzer, is that correct? Because I have been known to butcher names. Eddie Bobel, Boston, Scott McEntee, Cubs, Cody with White Sox, Dominic, Cincinnati, Mike Formick, Cleveland, Cody, Colorado, Mike Hutton, Detroit, Gary Mazzana, Houston, Leroy Reed, Kansas City, Rick Ledbetter, Angels, Julian Thang, Dodgers, Mike Hutton, Miami, J-Law, Milwaukee, Sean Klink, Minnesota, Joey Chun, Mets, Garrett Tobel, Yankees, Oakland, David Collins, Cody with Philly, Dominic with Pitt, Brian Kelly, San Diego, Sean, San Francisco, Seattle, Sean, Cody, St. Louis, Brandon Mooney, Tampa, Taylor Glover, Texas, John May, Toronto, and Chris Collins, Washington. What's up, Brandon? How you doing? Yeah, I just saw a couple minutes ago Sean closing out with San Diego. Spot on, man. That never happens. Wrong list? What? What do you mean wrong list? This is the museum collection list. Sean, you have Seattle, San Francisco, Minnesota. Okay, yeah. Series 1 will be next. I wanted to get museum collection first. I wasn't sure if we were going to do Series 1 today. That was all going to depend on museum, but museum we got stuck on the Yankees, but Cody came in and took a spot, and then then Eddie came in and took 2, and then Garrett came in and cleaned us up, so... Alright, so yeah, big changes with museum. Usually it's 12-box case. Usually there's mini boxes inside, but not this year. It's kind of like 5-star this year. You know, there's 1 pack in each box. So I haven't broke any. I'm going to be honest. If I remember last year, museum collection was better than in the past, but museum collection is not one of my favorites. I'm not as big of a fan of museum collection as I am some of the other big hit products. Like, I'm bigger into Tribute and 5-star, but let's see if museum can come through. I gotta see the layout. Alright, so we got Corey Seager on the base. Nice James Wood. There's our auto, so we'll come back to that. Alright, we're gonna go with a nice gold. I think they might have different names than gold and stuff, but we're gonna go with gold. 249, Luke Keyshaw. Nice one for Sean. Very hit or miss. I hope we hit. Gunnar Henderson, purple to 99. I was just thinking to myself, man, if we're gonna hit in something tonight, I'd rather it be both, but I'd rather it be museum than Series 1. I know how big and expensive this is. Gunner, that's going to Baltimore. That's Alex. All right, so relics at the bottom, I guess. All right, we got a quad for the Dodgers. Mookie, Freddie Freeman, Teoscar, and Ohtani. So no ink there, but, I mean, it's still Ohtani. I'm not going to complain about that. Thang Nguyen on the board right off the bat. A quad for the Dodgers to 75. Ohtani, Freeman, Mookie, Teoscar out of 75. That's a good start. It's 2 relics? 2 autos, right? Yeah. So we'll... Wait. 1 on-card auto, 1 auto relic, and 1 relic quad. So maybe we got an extra hit here. That's an auto. That's an auto. Yes, we do have an extra hit. All right, let's go from the bottom. Boom! Patch auto out of 10. Drew Burke with the Spencer Strider. Yeah, I was getting confused because there's an extra card in there, so I guess we have an extra hit coming, which we definitely won't complain about. Spencer Strider, patch auto to 10. There we go, Drew, out of 10. All right, for Baltimore, we got a Chase McDermott. That's to 99. Going to Alex. I don't know. Is he going to surgery? All right, we got the James Wood base, and I think this one's sideways. Oh, let's go. James Wood out of 25. Going to Chris Collins. That's a fantastic start. James Wood out of 25 on the Showpieces auto. Leo, what's up, man? Chris Collins. What a start. 3 nice board-worthy hits to start with. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. If that's the case, I can get on board with Museum Collection. Alright, we got a Mike Trout, a Freeman, and then we got the 2 colors on the bottom. There we go. Griffey to 199. That's going to Sean. You are very welcome, Chris. And Barry Bonds to 249. That is Sean as well. All right, then I'm guessing our relic. Yep. Mike Yastrzemski, Meaningful Materials. San Francisco out of 75. Yeah, see, this product used to have 4 mini boxes in every box, and every mini box had a hit, and there was an auto relic, and then 2 relic cards. So, Mike Yastrzemski there. That's an auto. This is a relic. Ricky Henderson, Reggie Jackson. Who's that? David Collins. Dave Collins. Quads. We got an extra hit in this box, too. I don't know why, but it seems to be the trend with a lot of these Topps releases is they're lowering the amount of hits on the box, like it's saying that you're getting less hits, and then you get more. Dual Reggie Jackson, well, quad, 2 Reggie Jackson and 2 Ricky Henderson game used materials numbered out of 49. That's beautiful. Beautiful. All right, and then we got Minnesota on the dual relic auto, Pablo Lopez. That's going to Sean. Some nice hits in this second box, with the first box blowing it out of the water. It's going to be hard to follow that one up. And Acuna to 35. Drew Burke, 35 of 35 for those that like the bookends. Ronald Acuna Jr. Bam. That's nice. Drew Burke's going to like that. I know Drew has been on a cold streak, but that should help for sure. That's the one you're... Oh, cool. I'll keep the Strider then. That's fine. That works. 2 boxes, Drew, and 2 nice hits. All right, we got the Bobby Witt, Aaron Judge, Paul Skeens. To 199, we have the Joe Mauer. That's going to Sean. You are welcome, sir, Joe Mauer. And Gunner to 249 for Alex. Hopefully it makes up for some of the other cases, Drew. All right, relic. We got a single relic, Lawrence Butler. That's out of 49. Another one for Dave. Lawrence Butler. All right, auto. Oh, that's a nice one. Dual relic auto of Craig Biggio going to Gary Mazzana. Biggio does not get the hobby love and respect. I recently got a Biggio auto for my Hall of Fame collection. That is out of 99. Dual relic auto of Biggio. All right, and then we got something that's going to be red. Trey Sweeney, 15 out of 20. Detroit is Mike Hutton. Trey Sweeney out of 20. All right, so we cooled off with box 3. I like Biggio. I know he's a Hall of Famer, but not what we want as the highlight of a box of museum collection. I like Biggio. Like I said, he doesn't get the hobby love, though. Pete Alonso. That's an auto. Jose Ramirez, let's come from the back. We got a red to 75 Roki, baby. Roki Sasaki to 75. Thang and Julie. Alright, gold. Ernie Banks, 249 for the Cubs. Is that, I think that's Scott. Yep, Scott McKenty. Alright, this one should be our relic. Yep. Quad Mason Wynn to 99. So I like these sticker cards. I like to cut the corner. It helps it slide in cleaner. So just letting you guys know why I'm doing that. St. Louis, that's Cody. Quad Mason Wynn on the primary pieces to 99. Another relic. Nope, relic auto. And we will continue for Atlanta. Drew Burke. How about a dual bat auto of David Justice? David Justice. Dual bat auto. Drew Burke out of 75. We still got, I think, 2 more autos to come. Yeah. Next up, Jarren Duran, 10 of 75. Eddie Bobel, that is Boston. Jarren Duran to 75. I don't think he is. Your opinion, guys. Is Jarren Duran, does he go on the board? I would say no. I feel like he had a solid year this past year. I don't feel like he's a board-worthy guy. 256, 16, 8. He had a pretty solid year, but actually he's had a pretty solid few years. Board-worthy, though. Pass. I think pass, too. I say no, but I just wanted to get your guys' opinion. Let me know. Jarren Duran, does he go on the board? All right, next up. Retrospective Jim Palmer. to 149. That's going to Eddie Bobel. This is definitely going on the board. Excuse me. You sold the Jarren Duran for $50? I don't know that I have a Jim Palmer or not for my Hall of Fame collection. I collect Hall of Fame autos for those, so I don't know if I have him. That's a cool one. Yeah, Alex, 149. So that box had 3 autos in it. So it definitely seems like we're getting a lot of extra hits. Duran's a fan favorite. Yeah, I didn't personally think he was on the board, but I don't like, you know, as a Rays fan, I'm a Boston hater, so it's just wanted to check. All right, we got Barry Bonds, Will the Thrill. We got a pink to 199, Johnny Bench. I love Johnny Bench. Johnny Bench, that's Cincinnati, going to Dominic. And then we got purple to 99. That's going to the Wizard of Oz. That is Cody. Yeah, Cody. That's funny. Yeah, that does happen sometimes, doesn't it? All right, we got one for the Mets. Quad for the Mets going to Joey Chun. I always like these quads like this with 4 different players. We got Lindor, we got Soto, Alonso, and Nemo, and that is purple out of 20. Lindor, Soto, Alonso, and Nemo for Joey Chun. That's a cool one. All right, next up we got Baltimore again. Dual relic auto. Ryan Mountcastle going to Alex. Baltimore is doing pretty well. Accumulating some hits. That's out of 299. All right, and next up, Jose Canseco. That's going to Dave Collins out of 199. I was about to say, you know, we're hitting some great names. We're no rookies really, but then I looked on the board and I'm like, oh yeah, we did hit a James Wood, didn't we? Jose to 199. All right, we got 3 left. I'm really hoping for like a book or something. I've seen some nasty books. Well, actually, I want an Ohtani. Ohtani book, that would be even better. This is, come on, man, we gotta do it. I'm dying to do it for Thang. Like, I can't imagine the things I would do in celebration if we hit one. Keyshaw, Larkin, Randy Johnson. We got a red to 75 on Pete Rose, Cincinnati. Dominic, I wonder how Pete Rose stuff's doing now that he's finally back in, he's able to be in Topps products. Here's another one for Minnesota on the Brooks Lee to 199. I would love something like that, John. All right, our relic card is Yankees. Judge, Cole, Volpe, and Dominguez to 99, going to Garrett Tobel. Judge, Cole, Volpe, and Dominguez. Another nice quad. All right, we got Stephen Kwan to 299, going to Mike Formick. I know we got a lot of Guardians fans in the room, and you guys love some Stephen Kwan. 299 on the dual relic auto. God, that would be disgusting, Drew. Oh, sorry, that's not focusing. There we go. All right, and Tommy Edman. There's one for the Dodgers, but not who we're after. 199, Thang and Julie. You are welcome. All right, we got 2 boxes left. We need an Ohtani. All right, we got the Pujols. We got the Miggy. We got the Altuve. We got a pink Reggie Jackson out of 199. Reggie. And Christian Campbell on the black to 10. Eddie Bobel. Christian Campbell, black out of 10. Boston, black Boston cards are hitting, huh? You guys remember? If you guys know, we hit one the other day in Series 1. All right, our relic card is Chris Bryant to 99. I'm sorry, but I think Chris Bryant's time to be relics and autos and stuff is past. Like, I'm sorry, Colorado, that's Cody, but come on, man. Chris Bryant prime is over. All right, auto with a bunch of game used. All right, let's go with the next card first. We got, Edgar Martinez to 50. That is Sean. Edgar Martinez to 50. I think that's my last stand. Who needs to retire? All right, this one, game used, 3, relic auto, a Yankee, Luis Gil to 99, Garrett Tobel, not quite the Yankee we were hoping for, Luis Gil to 99. All right, guys, this is it, our last and final box. We need a bang. Edgar Martinez is underrated. Oh, this definitely feels thicker. Oh yeah, Bryant does need to retire. This definitely feels... Oh, this is our gold one, that's why. We haven't gotten the gold yet, I forgot about that. Okay. Jackie Robinson. Ted Williams. Alright, let's go from the back now. Red. Kim. Another red rookie Dodger. Going to Thang and Julie. Bryant does need to retire. Kim to 75. No, I forgot about... I'm going to put that with the rookie. I forgot about the gold card. Kevin Alcantara, 249. That's Scott McKenty. Alright, then our relic. Paul Goldschmidt on the quad primary pieces. That's going to Garrett Tobel. To 25. All right, let's get this one out from in front of the gold. Oh, that's a book. Nope, we'll go back to that. All right, this should be an auto. Another one for the Yankees. Bernie. We have a book and the gold card. I did not know that was a book there. Bernie Williams, 75. Another one for Garrett. I really like Bernie. I do like Bernie Williams. I don't have any stands. All right, we're gonna bump Edgar. Sorry, Edgar. Bernie Williams. And we're going to go ahead and bump Campbell because I know we got something coming. All right, do we want to do the gold first or the book first? Your guys' call. Gold or book? Yeah, definitely a book. we got a Ted on the... Oh, you didn't get a base card. Sorry, J-Law. I thought you meant we didn't get one in that pack. Who do you have? We're not done yet, Milwaukee. We're not done yet. Gold first. Okay. I need something to cover it with. Okay, so the book's on the right, gold on the left. It's a bat as a hitter. The Phillies, Cody, Trey Turner. Trey Turner, gold out of 35. Framed auto, Trey Turner. Cody Kovac. Very nice. I watched there's a Netflix documentary about him and the slump that he had and the Phillies fan getting behind him. Not a Harper, but we'll take Turner. All right, we got the book. Oh, this is a 1 of 1. I don't know who it is, but this is I'm not sure it doesn't say it on the back. This is an artist original 1 of 1 book. Artist original 1 of 1 book. So that is signed by the artist. That's the base card there. Someone's night's about to be made. Oh, Babe freaking Ruth! Oh, what a mini for Garrett Tobel! 2025 Topps Museum Collection Canvas 1/1 Babe. Holy cow! Oh my gosh! Oh, I'm stunned right now. Where is Garrett Tobel at? Oh, there's where's Garrett? Oh my gosh! Some woman named Ruth, you know it. I don't even want to let this thing go out of my hand. Oh my gosh! That is insane. That has got to be... Oh, man. I'm trying to get Garrett. It says he's on. Give me 1 second. I'm going to call him really quick. I don't know him, but I'm going to call him. He needs to be on. Like, when I hit something like that, people need to be watching. Hey, Garrett. Good, man. Are you watching the break? Alright, can you get on really quick? Just get on and comment up there when you're on, and I'll show you. Alright, man. Alright, he's getting on. He's not on right now. He's about to get on. Whew, pumped, man. Oh, my God. Dude, it really does, John. It definitely ranks up there. It may... I have no idea what something like that's worth. Seattle is Sean, I think. I don't know if Sean wants to sell, but yeah, Seattle would be Sean. I have no clue what something like that would be worth. That is insanity. I wonder if there's any that have ever sold. Like in a book form. No, see, I don't see any books. This might be the first year they did books. See, last 2024, the Ohtani did 15, and it wasn't a book. All right, Garrett, are you ready for this? Are you ready for this, Garrett? All right, Garrett, we got a book, a museum canvas collection mural. It is a 1/1 hand-drawn card signed by the artist of, oops, upside down, Babe Ruth. 1/1 hand-drawn card. Babe Ruth. The great Bambino. Baby Ruth. That is, what a mini win. Sorry to call you and disrupt you, but this is something you gotta see when it happens. That is one of the craziest hits I've ever had. We'll show this again in the recap, but I just had to call you and get you up here so you could see that. I gotta bump somebody. I don't know who to bump. We'll find. It doesn't say. It doesn't say who the artist is. Let me see if I can snap it. It's a little the ink is a little run, but I didn't touch the back. It doesn't tell me. I'm sure you could look it up. I'm not bumping that. I'm sure you could look up who the artist is, but I mean, I can't make out the name. Let me see. I used to know one of the artists, but it's not him, and I don't know that I don't think he does museum anymore. And that's definitely not the artist I know. I don't know. How do you find out who they are? Like I said, the Ohtani was not a book, and it did 15 grand from last year. 2014 Topps Museum Collection Babe Ruth is currently listed at $25,000. It's not a book, but the 2014 one is listed for $25,000. I'd have to do some research. I'm going to have to do some research to find out who it is, but that is definitely one of the biggest hits I've ever had. I mean, that's insane. That's insane. All right, let's do a recap of the rest, and then we'll show that one more time. So we got the Christian Campbell to 10, Alcantara to 249, Reggie Jackson 199, Brooks Lee 199, Pete Rose 75, Ozzie to 99, Johnny Bench 199, Ernie Banks 249, Gunner 249, Mauer 199, Bonds 249, Griffey 199, Gunner 99, and Keyshaw to 249. Golden auction. They might. I used to know one of the Topps artists. He did personal work for me. I paid him, but he stopped doing it because Topps actually hired him on full time. So I'm not, but I know that's not him. His name is Angel Avias, and that signature, I just feel like it looks familiar. It's a little, smudgy. You can see like spots. I don't know why they wouldn't put his name up there. I feel like they used to. Goldschmidt on the quad to 25, KB to 99. To 99, we got the quad Yankee Judge, Cole, Volpe, Dominguez. Quad Met to 20, Nemo, Alonso, Lindor, and Soto. Mason Wynn quad to 99. Lawrence Butler to 49, and Mike Yastrzemski to 75. Todd Aaron Smith. I have no idea. I mean, you could throw out whatever names. I have no idea. I have to look it up or whatever. All right, we got the Edgar Martinez to 50. Luis Gil to 99. Tommy Edman to 199. Ryan Mountcastle to 299. Jarren Duran 75. Trey Sweeney 20. Pablo Lopez 50. Chase McDermott 99. Alright, we gotta lay some of these out. We got a hefty board. That was fun, dude. I would love some more museum collection now. I'm usually hesitant on museum collection. Like I said, it's usually not one of my favorites. Looking around. I'm going to go with the Jim Palmer to 149. Jose Canseco to 199. Let's go with the Stephen Kwan dual with the auto to 299. I'm going to go with the dual Reggie Jackson, dual player but 4 jerseys, Reggie Jackson, Ricky Henderson. Excuse me, well, 2 bats and 2 jerseys. Dual relic auto Craig Biggio to 99. Dual relic auto David Justice to 75. I'm going to go with the 2 rookie Dodgers to 75 on the Roki and the Kim. The quad Dodger, Mookie, Freeman, Teoscar, and Ohtani to 75. Bernie Williams, triple relic auto out of 75. Spencer Strider on the Momentous Material patch auto out of 10. I'm going to go with the Trey Turner gold framed out of 35. I used to love these in Topps Gold Label. I wish they hadn't got rid of Topps Gold Label. We're going to go with the Ronald Acuna Jr., 35 of 35 for number 3. James Wood, 16 of 25 for spot 2. And we're going to show it one more time before it goes to the hands of Garrett. We have the 1 of 1 Babe Ruth sketch card. 1 of 1 Artist Original Canvas Collection. It's got like some stuff on the front. Not that it matters. It's a 1 of 1. It's like it looks like it has like ink. Well, actually, it looks like it's like bleeding through the card from where you drew it or whatever. What a hit! What man? Whew, that was insane. That was insanity. Loved it. Loved it. Loved it. Definitely. Whew. Yes, sir, Drew. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate everybody in here. Garrett, sorry for calling you. Hopefully, I didn't interrupt anything too important, but I just felt like you needed to be on and see it. Give me a couple minutes, guys, and we're going to get rocking and rolling with Series 1. Another case of Series 1. So I'll see you guys in a few minutes. Appreciate you guys.